Okay, the first one is price. Price is going to be on everyone's mind when they're looking for an instructor, and that's natural, but what you need to keep in mind is the value of what you're looking for. In a way, the get what you pay for thing, but really we're probably only talking about a few dollars difference between the different instructors, so I really don't want you to let $5 or $10 extra, per lesson drive you to an instructor that ultimately you want to quit guitar because you never went anywhere because they weren't the right instructor for you. Okay, so when it comes to price, now think about your goals for a second. Think about what it is that you'd like to be doing on guitar. Picture looking down at your guitar and doing what it is that you want to be able to do on the guitar. And now you have to think about what that's worth to you. And you have to think about those things, the things that matter to you, the value that you're going to get out of the lessons when you're choosing an instructor. Besides, when you choose the right instructor, you might learn something in 4 weeks that it might have taken 10 weeks to learn with the wrong instructor, or that you might never have learned. The other way to think of this is the wrong instructor is going to cost you a lot of money. You're going to spend a lot of money on the lessons, the gas to get to lessons, and the amount of time that you take lessons that it took you to learn something that you really could have learned faster, more efficiently. It could have gone into the deeper parts of your brain where you're going to remember it forever, and you're not going to have to be retaught it because it was just breezed by. So in a way, you're actually saving yourself a lot of costs that you might have endured as a student of the wrong teacher. The second thing I do not think that you should base your decision on is location. If the teacher is anywhere within, half hour, hour and a half of you, it depends how important to you your goals are, but if it's a time difference in commute between 5, 10, 20 minutes, you're definitely going to find that it was worth that investment when you've gone to the correct teacher, and that you've lost a lot if you've chosen the wrong teacher and you've saved them some money and gas, but you've never reached your goals, or you've ended up wanting to quit guitar. So keep in mind the value of what you're looking for, keep in mind your goal, and keep that clear in your head when you're making this decision. Okay, and the last thing that I do not think should play a part of your decision is which guitar player is the best player. Like I said earlier, teaching guitar is its own skill, and as a matter of fact, a lot of times a guitar teacher eventually becomes a coach, because guitar students vary in natural ability so much that you can have a student that ends up playing better than you do. They might put more time into practicing because you have, I'm teaching students over here, so I actually don't have time to practice as much as this prodigy student of mine who's naturally gifted and has all the time in the world to just play because he's in high school or something. At a certain point, I would become a coach to that player and not necessarily, his superior as a player. And that's fine, because if you think about it, a boxing coach probably can't, knock out his boxer. And the basketball coaches you see in their suits on the side of the court, it's not that they can beat their players in one-on-one. It's that these people are coaches that know what's best for the next step of evolution for that athlete or that performer. So, and it becomes the same with teachers. So, honestly, in the end, whoever the best player is, first of all, might not be the best teacher. Secondly, there's a good chance that the best player is someone who practices hours and hours and hours and hasn't put that much time into teaching, or hasn't put that much time into being with people or being in a one-on-one kind of teaching scenario. So you just need to focus on the fact that, this person is good at guitar, knows everything I want to know, and they really have to be good at teaching, coaching, and mentoring you to become the best player that you can be. So best of luck in choosing your guitar instructor. This is all I have to say here on this topic, but it's something that I think is absolutely vitally important. What's at stake here really is this becoming either kind of a fleeting interest of yours, or it becoming a lifelong passion. And that doesn't just go for beginners. If you've been playing for a while and you go from teacher to teacher and you just aren't knowing what to look for, at a certain point you're going to say, well, the fact is it just seems like I can't get better than I am, so either you'll plateau forever or you might lose interest, because for someone who's as good as you, if you're an advanced player, growing was part of the excitement, seeing your own improvement. And if it stops, then, you might lose motivation. And we don't want that to happen. We want all you guys to find the right teacher, and I wish you the best of luck in doing that. Remember to keep your goals in mind and keep the value of what you're getting out of the instruction in mind, and I know that you'll find the right person. Good luck.